Hello, and welcome to the Don't You Know I'm Loco podcast. We're three cousins looking to break generational curses by sharing our mental health and healing journeys. Join me, Candy, Lisa, and
Renee,
as we talk about
the things we're not supposed to talk about.
Hi guys!
Hello.
Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about communication skills. Which I'm full transparency struggle with.
Yeah, same.
So I'm going to be taking notes over here. Listening is an effect. Communication is the cause by Mir Ezra. That's interesting. An effect. Communication is the cause. All right. Let's get into our challenges today. Who wants to go first? I'll go. So this on Friday I had therapy and it was a lot because I was gone for 2 weeks. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, we're just going to put a pin in it and then we'll continue. So I'm like, okay. So I have therapy tomorrow because of scheduling or whatever. So I was like, ooh, that's even closer to Friday and Tuesday. That's so close. But so afterwards, I didn't go to Salvation Army, which I normally do.
Good job.
But then I was like doing the dishes and like putting stuff in the dishwasher. And then Fernando was like watching to see if I needed help because it was like certain things that like it was the chopper and then like our slushy machine. And so like loading it up, right? He was like, because sometimes I'm like, can you just load it? Because it's just easier, right? And then just me being lazy. But he was like watching me and then he was like, do you need help? Like he didn't say, do you need help? Right. But he was like there. And then he was like, well, why don't you put it here? And then I started crying and he was like, why are you crying? And I was like, because I feel like you're watching me and I'm doing it wrong. He's like, I'm just waiting to see if you need help. Like, because I saw you like struggling. And then I was like, and so like I was crying and then I was like, and then he's like, I don't get why you're crying. Like, and then I was like, oh, it's because of therapy.
Yeah.
And I didn't like, oh my God. And then I ended up smoking and then I was fine. And I was like, okay, so maybe I need to smoke after my therapy so that my body can just shut down because I was like, I cried for no reason. Like, I'm so sensitive. And I
know what you mean though. Because you get to like, where you feel raw.
Mm-hmm.
You literally feel raw. Like you're just like so exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have like a wound and it's exposed, like it feels like that everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to be more aware of that because it's like it's not fair to him for me to be like, what am I trying to say? Like, it's not fair to him to get the other end of it, right? Like, I'm so sensitive and like literally, he was literally just watching to see if I needed help, like waiting. And I was like, I can't do anything right. Like, oh my God. And it was like, you're just making a scenario in your head because you're so like you were saying, like raw and open.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to smoke and just be left alone for like an hour before I can communicate with anybody.
Funny.
Yeah. So I'm just being more mindful about that kind of stuff. So what about you guys?
Before I go into my challenge, I just kind of want to something that helped me with that because I was just, like the same way. I was just like, and Max asked me, how can he help me? But he went to therapy and his therapist told him, how can I help her? And then he was just like, just asking me what I need and like, following through and everything, and it's made such a huge difference. And my thing is, I want to be left alone because I'm so raw that I don't want to expose myself to anything or, what I did was I went to church after every session and I went just to go like breathe and kind of like let go, and but the whole thing about like not knowing what you're going to want to do for like a day or two, like and I had like planned it out. Like I'm like,
so you
okay,
plan it, right?
so today I'm not doing shit, and tomorrow I'm not doing shit. Like I can't because it's so
It's intense.
it's almost like it's like it disables you. Like you're kind of like, and you have no control. That's the thing. And it's like, oh man,
that's why I had.
So I'm sure he's probably like, like what do I do? What do I do? You know?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, and it's funny because I had done SIP before, which is like liquid THC, but that makes me like hallucinate, or it like opens my mind to like I don't have control, and I don't like that. So with like smoking like blunts, I'm like okay. And it's funny because I talked to my mom about everything, and I was like, Mom, the other day I got high and I did not like it because of this, and she was like, oh, and I was like, that's why I like to smoke it better because it's just like relaxes me. And then so I was like, okay, I just need to do that if that's what I need to do for right now, because right now it's like very intense, and so I'm like, okay, so okay,
do what you feel is right. Do what feels your, you know, listen to your body. Because but I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys for doing it. I'm not doing it anymore because I don't have any more of the main blockages. So it's just more of a CBD training, CBT training, or not training.
Therapy.
No
more EMDR.
No more EMDR. No. But I know we're going to talk about that in another episode. So I'm super excited about that because it's such a like effect, and I'll go into my challenge too. I don't know if you guys remember last week I told you that I saw my therapist, and he was like, "No, you need to start coming more often." That day I was like, what am I doing with my, like, am I wasting it? Did I just waste it? Those are the thoughts that were coming in my head, right? And sabotage, got to sabotage it. And like I've been growing my faith. I've been growing my relationship with Jesus and stuff, right? So a lot of the stuff I'm just like asking like out loud, like, how do I do this? How am I going to get through this? How, you know, whatever, right? And in this week, I felt like I let go of stuff that I know that I have no control over, right? So it was just a lot of learning. And then on Saturday, I had the house to myself.
I was over Candy and Fernando's.
And Cam was at her dad's. So I was like, oh, sweet. What am I going to do, right? So I was reading this book called Miraculous Metal. And I binged it. Like I was so like, right. And because it was just like story after story after story, right? Just different miracles that were happening in the story. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like it like compelled me to like do something, right? So I was like, okay, I can't talk about it. I need to be about it, right? So I was like, I'm going to order the medals, right? Well, I was just like focus, like in it, you know, I was like, okay, I'm going to buy the medals, whatever. The next day, that was Friday. So Saturday I finished the book, and I like so many things happened at one time where I asked God to like use me to help anybody that needs help. Right. And, like I opened Facebook and like the first person that I saw was like asking for help. Spiritual help. And I was like, is this it? You know, is this my thing to help? You know, yeah. So like after that, the medals came in. Okay, Lainey. The medals came in. And then I looked at my time. There was going to be a mass that was going to end. So I can go and get them blessed and then see what's going to happen after. It was like that after another, right? Like as in, I went to the church, I got them blessed. I didn't even say anything to the priest. I just showed him like this, like, cause I was so like happy, like something filled me, you know? So I was so happy that I was like, I didn't even say anything. He just said, he went, oh, and he blessed it and he blessed me. He's like, go. That's all that he said. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, cool. So I get in my car. Well, I gave a medal to someone there, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. This is something that's pulling me that I want to give to you. I don't know. Just if you ever need help or you ever, just call on Mary. And then I gave her the medal and she was just like thrown back, like, okay, crazy lady, And so when I get in my car, I'm like, okay, God, what do you need? What do I need to do? Right. So I text somebody to give me the address of that person and they instantly sent it. And then I had in my glove compartment, I checked and had an envelope. I had a stamp. I had paper and I had a pen. And I'm like,
ready to go.
Jeez, okay, all right. So I just wrote like a quick note, put it, put the stamp on, whatever. And then I was like, what time is it? It was like 5:15 something. And then I was like, oh, you really want me to take this right now? Like, I just felt it. Like, I felt like not talking, but it's just like, it was right.
Like your
right?
intuition.
Yeah. And then so I'm like, okay, so I go to the post office. It's 5:25 and the mail gets picked up at 5:30. Like, it was just one thing after another that I'm like, and it felt so good to like not be, just be a tool, just be used for good, because like I had a rough week. I had a rough week where I didn't know if I was going to make it, like financially. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And my water heater breaks at my mom's house. I'm the owner, so I have to fix it.
Yeah.
So it was just like, how am I going to do that? Like, and like I'm getting paid and I have my car payment. It was just like, bam, 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 right? And I was like, you know what, Jesus? Like, this is you. Help me. This is your time to shine, right? I was like, help me. I don't know I don't know how I'm going to do this, but my mom needs a water heater. Why did I have a check in the mail from my apartment, the deposit, and on this inscription, it said the other check was lost in the mail. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was able to buy the water heater. I was able to pay for the service to be done. And it was just like, thank you, Jesus. Like, what else? What else, So that was my week. I know, it was crazy.
What about you, Renee?
I guess just going along with like the loss still, right? Like it still affects me, right? So I'm just dealing with it by continuing my working on myself, working out a lot. I've been working out a lot. So that helps. Working on the podcast. I am off of school this week, so I'm like, have a free week. I'm like, yeah, party. No, just kidding.
Well, I know you're working out. I'm like, again? Like, I hear the music. I'm like, he's going at it.
Yeah. Like, my body gets used to like when I get on a roll, I'm like, my body asks for it. Like, yesterday I wanted to work out. I was like, it's Sunday. I can't work out on Sunday. So, yeah, it's been, I can't really say it's been like a challenging week. But it's been...
Hey, you survived.
Week. Yeah.
Survived this week.
Man. Yeah, it was a good week. Definitely.
Good for you. All right, so let's get into communication.
Say what?
Yeah, say what? An effective listener is someone who actively pays attention to what is being said, understands both the words and the underlining meaning, and responds in a way that shows respect, comprehension, and engagement. Note to self.
Same.
Key parts of effective listening include attention, giving focus to the speaker without distractions, understanding, interpreting both the content and emotions behind the message, empathy, acknowledging the speaker's feelings and perspective, feedback, responding thoughtfully through verbal or nonverbal cues to show you are engaged, retention, remembering and recalling key points of what was said. Do you guys consider yourselves effective listeners?
No.
I've gotten better only because I had to take a few classes at work that it was like mandatory, but it was like resolution kind of stuff where, like how to talk to people and how to, not to say certain things and, like teach you how to talk, But I mean,
I think we got all use.
We all need to use it, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like growing up in our home, like we didn't really talk too much about feelings and stuff like that, right? And it wasn't until like I got into a relationship with Fernando and he's a very much communicator. And it was like something that I had to learn and be like, okay, you're not attacking me, you're not questioning me, you're literally just communicating with me, right? And this is how normal people, right, go through life.
You see it like as an attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What are you talking to me about?
Yeah, like it would be like, well, why do
you?
you do laundry that way? And I'm like, what do you mean? This is the way I do it. And it's like, no, I really want to know in case I'm doing something, different, in case I want to learn something. And so that's something that I've always struggled with. As a partner, as a person, I've gotten a lot better because I'm being intentional about it.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes if it's like important things, I'll be like, hold on, let me write this down. And it's not because I want to say it back verbatim, but it's because I want to take a second to analyze what is being said. So in case I have to go back, I know exactly what the conversation was, because I mean, I still do sometimes struggle with that, where it's like, I'll be having a conversation with the person, and then I'm already thinking about what my response would be instead of fully listening to what is being said. And like, understanding is another thing that I've tried to be like, hold on, this is what I'm understanding. Is that what you're saying? Because sometimes it'll be like, oh, I know what you're talking about, but it's not. You know what I mean? And I think that's important to be like, hold on, am I actually understanding what you're saying? Because that's something at work that I've even started to do. Like, hold on, is this what you mean? You know, because this is what I understand.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. With feedback, I feel like you kind of have to be careful with that, because it's like, you know, there's constructive criticism and then there's criticism, and it's like, okay, you have to be careful with that.
The next slides get into it like a little deeper.
Say what? Steps to Active Listening by Professor Susan Cunningham.
My professor from last semester.
Oh, okay.
I got it from her slides, so I was like, I gotta give her credit.
Right? So, receiving. Ability to hear the message, acknowledge a message is received, and some form of communication. Attending. Attend to the message received. Technology is making this step difficult. Yep. You cannot multitask and pay attention. It's funny because like, if the TV's on in the background, I'm not paying attention. I'm looking at what's there, and I'm not paying attention to what's being said to me.
Yeah, same.
Or like, I have to put my phone down, or I have to pause the TV, because if not, like, I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, so like, focus, because like sometimes I'll be like, what's going on over there? And it's rude, right? Because I would be pissed if I'm like talking to somebody and they're like on their phone, and I'm like, and they're like, and I'm like, fucking listen to me, like, look at me when I'm talking to you, like. And I'm like, okay, I need to be more like aware of that, right? Because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, like not look at me when I'm talking to them. But yeah, I definitely think technology.
We didn't know this stuff. Like, we didn't learn this stuff.
Yeah,
it was just so.
Well, as Latinos, we were taught to
shut up,
be seen, not heard, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, you took classes and stuff.
Yeah.
We've all taken classes and stuff in communication, so it's something that we were learning.
I think we're getting better at it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Understanding. Do you
just said.
do you comprehend the material? Ask questions for clarification if you do not. What is the purpose they are what is the purpose they are talking to you? Active listening. Responding. There are different ways to respond to someone. Empathy, just listening, analyzing, nonverbal feedback.
I like that one, because sometimes you don't need to say anything, right? Just like sit there and listen to them, and not give like a report back. I gotta ask for your report back.
Like, even here, right, on the podcast, where we're like, but it's like the listener doesn't need to know that we're listening, right? But it's like, you feel weird not. But
I've tried to calm that part down.
I tend to just nod my head instead of saying it, because I hate when I hear back the episode and it's like, I know. And it's like,
sometimes you go on like a rhythm.
Like right now, yeah. You have to cut that.
I'm editing it. I'm like,
yeah.
I can edit my stuff out though if I do. Just kidding. I leave it on.
So let's see. Understanding, like I was saying, like if you don't understand, ask questions.
Mhm.
And I think sometimes in the past I've been scared to ask because I don't want to seem incompetent. But I'm like, I sound more incompetent when I do the wrong thing than if I ask questions. Like, if you didn't know, why didn't you ask? You know what I mean? Responding.
So that happened with Max and I one time.
Really?
Where we were. I don't remember what we were talking about, but it was just like I had already created a story in my head, and then he was la 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 la. I'm a guy, and he's like, "Tell me the story." And I was like, I don't want to, because it's so embarrassing, because in your head it's like extra dramatic and it's extra like, and then whatever I said, and he was like, no, he's like, I was thinking about what, like totally something different. Like that meme where the girl's like looking over, she's like, oh, he's probably talking to some girl, and then he's like looking at his phone, like looking up something stupid or whatever. But I'm just like, okay, I need
Costanza's
to
something, right? Like something out of pocket that's not even close to it.
No, yeah.
That's funny. Challenges to listening. Message overload. Message.
Happens.
Like it's like
What?
too much. Yeah. Message complexity. Physical noise. Oh, that one. That one for sure. It's like I'm trying to like listen, have tunnel, not vision, but like tunnel hearing to be like, no, I just need to listen to you.
When you guys are somewhere like and it's crowded, does the murmuring bother you guys? Like the murmuring in the background, like just people talking, right? And all you hear is the murmuring.
I get overstimulated a lot, and it's like, oh no, I'll cover my ears and like I'm like or something because it's too much. Too much noise. Physical noise. Yeah, that definitely affects listening. Preoccupation, incompetent listener, selective.
Those are all incompetent listening skills.
Really? Okay, so incompetent listening skills, selective listening, eavesdropping, chismosos, pseudo listening.
That's like the fake. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I feel like that's something that's common in like,
absolutely.
especially like Latino.
Yes.
'Cause it's like, oh, I'm just gonna say yes to just appease you.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where it's the low talker. Like, so there's a episode where Jerry goes on a double date with Kramer and like Elaine's with them.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're talking to they're talking to this lady that's making like she has a shirt company, right? So she's talking to Jerry and like you can barely hear her. They're like nodding their head like this. Yeah. He didn't realize it, but he agreed to wear a pirate puffy shirt on a homeless, like a homeless charity show.
No. Oh no.
So that was it. They were like faking it.
Yeah. Aggressive listening. Ambush. Narcissistic listening. We think everything is about us. Yep. Nobody's worried about you.
Yep.
It says, oh, I got you. 10 Ways to Have Good Conversation by Celeste Headley. Do not multitask. Be present. Do not what does that say? Pontificate.
I didn't know what it meant either.
Okay. Set aside personal opinions. Okay. Use open-ended questions. Go with the flow. If you don't know, say you don't know. Do not equate your experience to theirs. Try not to repeat yourself. Stay out of the weeds, which means don't stress over the details. Listen. This is the most important. And be brief. Having a good conversation.
I did get be brief in those classes. Is that just spit out the information, spit out this, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, like it made a huge difference because it's like, oh, okay. But I'm like, I'm used to giving the whole background and the whole like.
You're like my mom.
Really? I told you.
My mom will say everything in the story. I'm just like, just get to the point.
Oh no.
Just sent her the slide.
Oh my gosh.
Be brief.
Open-ended questions. I like that it says that. And then do not equate your experience to theirs. I think is really important.
Yes,
I think it's
that's
something,
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like the first thing we do is we start comparing, and it's just like it's automatic. It's human nature, and it's like
it's
no,
a skill.
no,
like
it's
all
not.
this stuff is skills. It's not like you have to learn how to do it.
This is the work that we're talking about that you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're learning to be people.
Yeah.
We're humans.
I had listened to another podcast with I can't remember her name. Oh, Adrian Bailon. She was talking about her like communication in her relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that her and her husband check in on each other. Like they do like a progress report at the end of the week and be like, what are some things that you like that I did this week? And what are some things that I could have done better on? She goes, we do that weekly, monthly, and then every so often. And I was like, I like that idea. And I literally told Fernando yesterday, I want to do this because I want to know what's something that I can improve on. And I want you to know.
Because then we get busy and then we forget and we did it right.
Yeah, I didn't think about it till right now. And I was like, yeah, that's a form of communication where it's like, I'm communicating what I need from you and I'm communicating what I appreciate, because that's a whole nother thing, right? Is a lot of times you take things for granted and it's like, yeah, you loading the dishes is nice, you know, and then I'll unload them. Or like even this weekend we like barbecued and then it was like, okay, we did everything before. And then when we set it up for when it was time to put everything away. It was so much easier for me to do it. Like he cooked and he did everything and then I just put everything away. And then like he mentioned like, thanks for the help. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm being more intentional about it. And I'm communicating like, hey, because I'll sometimes, like if he cooks dinner, I'm like, what can I help you with? And he's like, no, I don't need help. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, what if I wash the vegetables or whatever? And that makes it easier. Then you don't have to worry about that. And I'm like, okay. So communication and also being like, hey, you know what? I can do this helps too, because it makes it less on each other. Like you take stuff off of people's plate. And I'm like, okay, communication is something that I... But yeah, I really like that it was like, let's do a progress of what I could do, what you could do, you know, like, and not in like a, you did this type of way, right?
Yeah.
And it's
almost like a work thing where you're just like a staff meeting, like, all right, let's see where we, you know, where we can work on and what we can.
They say that you should use I instead of you when you're talking to somebody. Like, I feel like, instead of you did this, I feel
like you made me feel. No, you didn't. They didn't make you feel anything. No, I feel this way. Like I feel like you were regañándome doing this, right? And he was like, no, I just like struggling. It was like, hold on, she'll ask for help. Because that's another thing is I'm like, instead of being like, you do it better. And I'll be like, no, try it first, right? How we were talking earlier, like, let me try it on my own. And then if I'm struggling, then I'm going to ask for help. Instead of being like, you just do it better. Like, no, you're just being lazy. You don't want to do it. Like, no. But yeah, I think especially like, as we're healing, we're learning more about communication, right? Communication and boundaries. Like, like, for instance, asking somebody like, hey, you know, what is the scenario that I'm thinking of? Where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just ask this person, like, hey, are you upset with me? You know, like, right? Instead of being like, oh, they're mad or whatever, you know, I'll be like,
Just
no,
tension.
I'm gonna just ask you, like, are you upset? Or did I do something to upset you? Or I'm sorry, whatever. But also not apologizing all the time, because that's a whole other thing, right? But
I think it's more of like becoming like mature and being an adult about things, you know. You're just like, okay, we have differences, it's okay. We can have differences and still have a great
It's just worse when you don't talk about it. Right? Definitely.
Yeah, because I think we were taught to not talk about things, right? And just sweep it under the rug and move on because we're family or because of whatever. But that doesn't make things better. It just makes it like, it just makes me
like
not.
a volcano.
Yeah, exactly.
Just builds up.
Exactly.
And then somebody blows up and then they blow up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But I feel like if you were to rate your communication on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you scale it at?
2.5.
I would say 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3.
2, 3.
I think because I'm trying to be more intentional is why. But otherwise, I would have said 2.2. I would have said 2. My communication definitely has gotten better. I would say big time. I mean, we're here on a podcast. I mean, right? We're talking about the things we're not supposed to talk about. Yeah.
For sure, it's improving, but like,
yeah,
I still need a lot of work.
Oh,
but I'm a dude, so we're terrible at communicating.
That's no excuse, Renee. Nah, not all of them.
No,
not all of them. I wanted to go back to this. Hello, my little thing isn't working. Oh, there it goes. Challenges to listening. Preoccupation, I feel like, is one thing where it's like, if somebody's trying to have a conversation with you, you should stop what you're doing and give them your full attention, right? Where you're not like, oh, hurry up because I have something to do, or hurry up because of this. Because it's like, again, treat people the way you want to be treated when it comes to communication and conversations. Because sometimes, it's like, hold on, let me make time for it, right? But message complexity, overload. What do you think message overload means?
Trying to figure out what the difference between that and complexity is. Overload, I think it's just
too much information, like just too things that
don't matter to me.
Yeah, I guess.
And complexity is like,
it's just
a lot.
Crazy,
like,
Complexity, I think that's more like it's a difficult subject and you're just not understanding it, right? Compared to overload, it's just
like
too
us,
much.
like what we're doing.
Yeah. So like
preoccupation, I think, could be like anxiety too. Like if you're just like
like, what did I do?
Or even like your ADHD, right?
Yeah, because
like I know that like is huge for me because I'm like in 5 different places, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, girl, focus. Focus.
Sometimes I have to do that too. I'm like, focus. Focus.
Yeah.
I'm like, what were you doing? Focus. Yeah.
And then I look around, I'm like, damn, I started all this? I'm like, shit. No, one thing at a time. Focus.
Is eavesdropping phone hustling too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't even look at my own phone. I'm not going to be looking at anybody else's.
Oh my God, have you guys seen those videos? It's like people are like at games on a date or something, and like the guy or the girl is like literally on a dating app swiping.
Oh my God.
Or they're like texting other people and like,
oh, like somebody's taking a picture of them doing
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, dang. Y'all are certified chismosos.
Yeah.
And then you put it on the internet.
But what if like somebody's like hanging out with their brother or sister or cousin and they're doing that? They don't know.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we'll be out and about.
Yeah,
and
that's true. That's true.
And if somebody's looking at me, they'll be like, look at this cheater.
Yeah. So what's one thing, I'm going off the cuff here. What's one thing you guys want to work on in regards to your communication skills?
Distractions. Big time.
I want to work on talking, actually saying it out loud and not keeping it in my brain and not telling maybe enough information because it's like so I just need to be more open. I need to talk out loud.
Mm.
Sounds weird.
I want to slow down when I talk because I feel like sometimes my brain and my mouth are like racing, right? And then I'm like, that doesn't make sense what you said, but you're just trying to hurry up and say what you need to say instead of taking a second to articulate what it is that I'm trying to say. Because that's something that I've struggled with where sometimes I'll be like, what does that even mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, slow down.
Yeah.
You know, slow down and take your time to say what it is you're trying to say. Because sometimes I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, what? But I know what I mean in my brain, but like, it didn't come out correctly.
They say your brain processes 800 like thoughts or words per minute, and you can speak 150 words per minute. So that's why
That's why they're
your brain's
racing.
racing and your mouth is can't catch up to it.
Dang. Yeah. I do I talk a lot. I mean, I've been like that since I was a kid. That's why perfect for a podcast. All right, let's see. Let's get deep.
Doop.
Deep. Beep, beep.
All right. What person would you want as your own personal life coach and motivator? What person would you want as your own personal life coach and motivator? I would say my friend Michelle, because she's so like, she has the most discipline than anybody like ever. Like it's incredible how she can be dedicated to whatever, you know, and it's gotten her so far. And man, I admire her so much. She's just so focused forward, you know. She's just so like, okay, let's you know, I love that.
What about
What
me?
about you guys?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Our cousin Frank.
Oh.
Yeah. The way he's just disciplined with
Yeah.
Jeez, that's amazing. Like I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I know, like he makes it sound easy, right?
Like everybody can do it.
It's like it's dedication.
I need a coach.
Yeah.
Life.
Go watch that episode. I forgot what episode it is. Maybe it's like the 30s or something.
Yeah. Put it up here, Renee.
Yeah.
Life coach.
We had him as a guest.
I don't know. I don't know who I would say. Pass.
You can't pass. Yeah, come with somebody.
I can't
on the
think on the
spot.
fly right now. Life coach. I'm trying to think of who. I don't know.
No one.
No,
All
not
right,
at this moment. I gotta pass.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Another one.
You don't have to say it. You're like, you have to say it.
Another
Say
deep
somebody.
card.
Say your name. Say
Another
your
deep
name.
card. Another deep card.
Say my name.
You want a deep card?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
We can cut that one out or something.
We'll see.
Well, it's an icebreaker. If you could have any exotic animal as a pet, which one would you want?
Yes. A giraffe.
Ooh. Why?
I just think they're so like mystical. Like they're
so weird.
so
huh?
like yeah. Like my
different.
favorite anyals are tigers, elephants, and giraffes. And like I was like, why am I so tied to tigers? But the year of the tiger, that's why. And I was like, because I like subconsciously like so much jewelry is tigers, and I was like, oh, that's why. But I don't want to be what is that lady's name? The tiger lady, Tiger King.
Tiger King.
The Tiger King. I'm not trying to be like that, but a giraffe.
Giraffe.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
A chimpanzee.
Yeah.
They're hilarious to me.
What would you name them?
I don't
That would be so cool to have a chimpanzee. Like, just like carry him. You know, I'd be like, oh.
My giraffe's name is gonna be Shorty.
Just Chongo.
Chongo. Oh, so funny. Ay. All right, guys.
Wait, Lisa didn't answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would say panda.
I was gonna say panda
love
too.
Pandas are so
They're
cute.
so hilarious.
I watched a YouTube
Clumsy.
video of like it's a zoo in China or it's like a research place or whatever. So they just have the camera on them, and I'm just laughing, and I'm just like, they're so
They
and I hug her,
are.
you know, like
Aw.
They're made to be killing machines, but they don't. They're so clumsy.
They're so fun to watch.
they're so cute.
Oh, how cute. Oh my God. A panda, a giraffe, and a chimpanzee.
chimpanzee.
Yeah. I thought you said chimpanzee. That's why I cut you off. Sorry. And what would your panda's name be?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like Bubbles or something cute. Like, oh, that's the monkey. That's Michael Jackson's monkey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I go like
that's a
Asian
cute
name. Ling Ling.
Oh yeah. Oh.
How cute. Okay, now for real. Don't forget to use 201 for your local resources. Also, next episode, we are having a special guest. I can't wait. I'm so excited. We are going to have Prisca Dorcas Mujica Rodriguez on. I'm so excited.
So excited.
We met her back in like October, November last year.
Whoa.
I know, it's so long ago.
Dang.
I finally got the courage to ask. But yeah, she is my favorite author. She's the author of Tías and Primas on Knowing and Loving the Woman Who Raised Us, and For Brown Girls with Sharp Edges and Tender Hearts, which we have here in our bookshelf. But yeah, she's going to come on and we are going to be discussing the importance of storytelling in Latinx families. So I'm so excited. I can't believe it.
I love that.
Yeah.
We want to hear all of them, all your stories.
Yep. So tune in next week.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Don't forget
Adios.
to like and
That means
subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. If you are in need of any medical assistance, please contact your local provider. If you are having thoughts of suicide, please call the National Suicide Hotline at 988. In case of emergency, call 911. See you next week as we talk about
the things we're not supposed to talk about.